So, all right, Justyn, you got second there. How are you feeling with the result of the race?
The race went out pretty well. Obviously, the main goal here is to win. But, in championship races, anything can happen. To be honest, I think I ran the race really well. I think the only error that I made was, when Sean made his move and started forming a gap on us. I had a decision of, staying with a certain person and moving up to Sean, and I decided to stay back. But, overall, I closed pretty well, and I was pretty proud of that. And Sean's a great friend of mine. I've known him for like 5 years now, so I'm very happy for him to get a W for his last race.
Staying on a certain person, was there who you came?
Grant was right in front of me, so obviously he's a person of interest, obviously based off of last year, and he's shown the same way I have from freshman year and up that he's a very mature runner and he knows what he's doing. So I don't regret what I did. Obviously I could have moved up a little bit, but it's a learning experience.
Is it bittersweet at all to go off? You've won team title, you've won individual title. So is it bittersweet not to run, in your final race, and not to come away with the W?
Yeah, a little bit. Of course, I'm not super thrilled about getting second, but at the same time, I didn't lose to any scrubs. In my time here in the NCAA, I've accomplished, winning an NCAA championship title in the cross country season individual, which is, that's very important for me. And I don't know how many opportunities I'll have to run cross country again. And I got an indoor title, which was really nice, and I could count how many times I got second or third in a race. But the way I think of it is, I ran a very smart race, and there's little errors that I can fix. As long as there's something I can fix, then I can take a positive away from that. And I've been racing at Hayward Field for 5 years now, since World Juniors. Obviously, I want to be the first person to cross the line, but see you later, Philo. But in my mind, if losing NCAA, if winning NCAAs was going to be my highest accomplishment in life, I'd be bummed out and everything. But obviously, we got to move forward from here. I'm going to be a pro. I'm going to be trying to make world championship teams, Olympic teams, and those are the higher goals that I set for myself.
Yeah. What are your professional plans moving forward? Do you know where you'll be based?
I don't know yet. NCAA kind of makes some pretty strict rules about trying to figure out what you're doing. The whole time, here at Syracuse, I figured, if I run fast enough, if I keep winning, I won and lost a couple of races, but if I run fast enough, keep winning, then coaches, agents will always be there across the line waiting for me, and I think I put myself in a pretty good spot.
What type of setting would you like to be in as a pro?
Definitely I want to be in an environment where I have guys to push me. I think the reason why I got so good coming out of high school, coming to the NCAA is because, I wasn't the top dog. I had to grind, and even though, some of my teammates weren't Edward Cheserek or, Wilco Hegan or like some of those top-notch guys that were running when I was running, I still had to work to catch up to those guys like Martin Heher. So as long as I put myself in an environment where, I have a good amount of people to push me, then I'll be so satisfied with that.
How do you think,
don't leave me hanging on camera.
You were the guy at Syracuse the last couple of years, leading the team. Now you're gone. How do you think the program's going to handle your departure, and how is that culture going to change?
I have a lot of confidence in these guys. I've lived through a lot of changes in Syracuse. I wasn't always the guy. Then I assumed that role. My parents are waving at me in the background. But yeah, it's gonna be later, Cooper. It's gonna be very different, and I think it'll be both positive and negative. In one sense, guys won't be looking at me and thinking that they shouldn't be up towards the front. They're gonna be the leaders on the team, and they're gonna have to step it up. They're not gonna have myself or Colin or Philo to fall back on. So I think you're gonna see a big improvement in our guys that were, our second string guys earlier, or back in the previous seasons, and. I think they're going to do just fine. We're a type of team that we like to work hard no matter what. We've been the underdog since I've been in the NCAA, and we seem to thrive off of that. So,
Justyn,